Yo, you, do you want to make insane mid-tempo like Dr. Fresch? Stay tuned to the video. We're going to show you how to make some insane bass lines.
Also, February 15th is the pre-release date for Mid-Temps Volume 2.
You're going to get tons of bonuses like extra serum presets and signature series sounds. Link is in the description, so make sure you guys go click that, midtempo.org.
Don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on it. We'll see you guys in the video.
Yeah, I'm like black in a ring pack. Pick up on your bitch ass, I don't want it quick fast. Sorry for the mishaps, I just fast. I'm live on a break until you drop like a Kit Kat. So sit back, I'm gonna need you to relax. You're gonna have to kick it like you relapse. You better believe that these beats get these bitches on their knees stat. That's my feedback. Fresh talk to 'em.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Ferrari.
My name's Parker Ament.
And we are Excellent Sound, and we are back with another amazing remake of Dr. Fresch.
Dr.
Finally.
Fresch, baby. It's so fresh.
So fresh. Dr. Fresch, he's got interesting hair, interesting looking guy, fucking sick ass music, bro.
Crazy, dude. He's got the bass grooves like the fucking...
He's got like a Dennis Rodman fucking hair thing going on. This song is so fucking sick. I love Dr. Fresch. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Dr. Fresch is we don't really talk about him enough.
Yeah.
So it's really, really cool to be able to do an actual remake or tribute to him. So if you guys haven't heard of him, make sure you guys go check him out. I'm sure you have heard this song. This song is huge right now.
He's very, like, influential, too. You know what I'm saying? He puts hip-hop vocals on mid-tempo, makes it super groovy, and I feel like he was one of the first ones to, like, do that, you know? Make that cool.
He's like the evolved version of Bass House. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Yeah, so...
slowed that shit down and just kept the heaviness.
Shout out Dr. Fresch, we love you. We're gonna be showing you guys how to make the main sound in this song, Feedback, which is a really, really cool sounding bass. It's pretty simple, but it's also really, really clean. We're gonna go over some of the methods for the processing and how we made the serum preset. Make sure you guys go and grab the free download in the description down below, or you can follow along with us right now. Like the video if you can, that helps us out a ton, and subscribe with your penis, and
or your elbow.
And before we get into that, also we need to tell you guys why we're doing these type of videos. All these sounds are going to be available. All of the drums, all of the extra serum presets are going to be available through our early access of Mid-Tempo Volume 2. Now, how do you get on the early access list? How do you get 75 extra presets with your pack? How do you get all these sounds in the project file? How do you do that, Parker?
You just go down into the description, go to midtempo.org, go sign up on the list right there. It's totally free. We're gonna send you a personal link.
Here's a personal link.
Personal link to your email, and then you could just download the pack when it comes out, and there it is.
You get it early, and you get tons of bonuses. And again, of course, all the remakes that we've been doing, we already got Res in there, we got Habstract, we got 1788. No, we don't have Res yet, but we have Res coming soon. Sorry, oops, I just, spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Res video coming soon. Anyway.
Of course, Rez, she's the queen of mid-tempo.
She's the
You
goat.
know what's up.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go do that if you guys want to get more sounds like that. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so of course, we remake everything here. We remade obviously all the build, the drums, all that stuff. Really cool stuff going on. I'll go over some of the drums and stuff, I think, a little bit later. But first, this is the sound that we're going to be making. It's this awesome little, like, it's just this nice analog bass is what I would say. Ooh. And this part right here. I love that sound too, though. So,
Dude, it's great writing, dude. One sound drop, again.
It's amazing.
Super groovy, and it's killer.
absolutely. So we have an initialized patch here for you guys, so you guys can hear what it kind of sounds like just by itself. It sounds like this. Nice. Wonderful. Okay, so first things first, make sure it's set to mono. This is a bass sound, so we're gonna be going ahead and make sure that this is mono. And go ahead and turn the portamento up to 58 milliseconds. That's what you're gonna want. There's some notes that are kind of gliding into each other. So this is kind of an interesting sound. It's really, really weird how we made it, but we were trying to really, do a lot of tone matching and of the characteristics of the sound. So first we're gonna go with oscillator beat. We're gonna go ahead.
Fuck. Missing person.
This old guy, is he dangerous? All right, starting with oscillator B, we're gonna go ahead and choose the wavetable MB saw, which I don't know if it stands for Moog bass. Multiband saw. Anybody know? Let us know that in the comments down below. It's a little bit more of an analog sounding saw. Make sure the wavetable is set to 69. Yeah. Don't. Damn it. It's just a number.
Put it on there.
It's just a number, okay?
It's not just a number.
This is where it needs to go, so let's just be an adult, okay?
It's the freshest number ever.
69 for that wavetable position right here for the MB saw. Make sure your level is set to 70%, okay? Now that that's good, let's go ahead and let's add a warp method. The warp method that we're gonna be adding is bend plus minus right here, okay? Make sure that is set to 20%, minus 20%. So basically we're doing a bend plus. So by going left, you're doing plus. By going right, you're doing minus. I don't know if you knew that or not. And then a big part of the sound is the first envelope. So this envelope is really, really important. Make sure your attack for envelope 1 is set to 1.9. Hold all the way down, decay at 774, sustain minus 23.9, and the release set to, it says 421, but let's go ahead and make this accurate so that it is 420. 69, 420.
Keeping it fresh.
That's the exact being adult. Okay, so let's go ahead and hear how that's sounding. You know that 420 release is gonna have that bounce, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Super bouncy.
Okay, nice. So if you guys want bounce in your bass, make sure you put your release to 420. That's a nice little nug right there.
Oh yeah, smoke that 420 nug right
Cue
there.
that fucking music,
Just a
bro.
little snap, dude. A little snapper.
A little snapper.
Oh yeah.
They better have the snapping sound in there too.
Yep.
Just like that. Okay, cool. 420 is a good release for a nice bounce bass. Okay, now that we got our first envelope, let's go ahead and start putting it on some stuff. So envelope 1, we're gonna go ahead and put it first on the bend plus minus, and we're gonna go ahead and pull that down to 12. Okay, let's hear how that's sounding. Just getting some variation in our movement of our wavetable. Let's go ahead and also add a second oscillator. This one is going to be a sine wave. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. We're gonna set this sine wave as basic shapes to +2 on the octave and +7 on the semitone. Turn the level all the way down for now, and then apply the envelope 1 to that and set that to 30 toots, okay? It has that little bit of harmonic to it that you're kind of hearing in the sound. I like sometimes messing with the semitones and adding just a little bit of characteristic to it. Now, that's not all we're gonna do. We're also going to actually be adding some FM. So we're gonna do FM from B, okay? And make sure that that is set to 51%. Should sound like this. It just has a teens of that harmonic in there, which is really nice.
Yeah, and it's usually that we're FMing a simple wave into a more complex wave.
Yeah.
It's a really cool difference.
It was just more tone matching with the harmonics that we were going for. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get into our first filter. So the first filter we're gonna be using is an MG low 12. We're gonna have the cutoff set to 133, the res at 44, pan halfway, drive all the way down, fat all the way down, and mix all the way up. And we're gonna go ahead and put envelope 1 to the cutoff like so, and that's gonna be pulled back to 40 sevs. Now what's kind of interesting is that we're actually not sending this oscillator to the filter. We're gonna be just sending, we're not sending this oscillator to the filter. Only oscillator A is going to this filter. So if I turn this off, you can hear what it's doing a little bit. You can hear just a little bit of, okay? Make sure that that is also set for the drive. We're gonna go ahead and put the envelope on the drive as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down to 11, okay? Nice. Okay, that's looking good. And then for the resonance, we're gonna go ahead and put that on here, and we're gonna pull the resonance all the way to -100 so that the resonance shuts off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so make sure that goes all the way down to -100. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go ahead and put oscillator B back on. What's kind of cool is that a lot of people kind of sleep on routing some filters to this, like, because you don't have to route everything. I know we like to turn all the lights on because it feels great. Turn all your lights on and tell me how you feel afterwards, right? So in this case, we're gonna go ahead and just send A. So we're just sending oscillator A there, and we're gonna go ahead and do some more processing now that we're into the effects. So first thing with the effects, we're gonna go ahead and use a chorus effect. The rate is gonna be set to 0.8, delay 1 all the way down, delay 2 all the way up, depth to 7.8, feedback at 36%, and make sure this is set to a high pass filter. You can click that, I don't know if you know that, and turn it all the way down with the mix set to 24%. We also have our master set to 70% too. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add a filter, an MG Low 6. So this is gonna be filtering oscillator A and oscillator B together. So go ahead and turn that on. Make sure you're at MG Low 6, cutoff at 100, res at 29, drive at 30, fat all the way down, pan halfway, mix all the way up. And let's go ahead and apply our envelope to the cutoff. And we're gonna go ahead and pull that back to around 45. Now this does a lot. The resonance is the main thing in that sound that we're hearing, that bow, 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 but it's not too much, you know what I'm saying? And then also we're gonna be able to dial that in a little bit more by putting that envelope on the resonance and pulling it back to -5. So that first hit isn't as aggressive with that point of the resonance, but as it comes back, that resonance sort of turns up, I believe, right? No, I believe the beginning, yeah. Whatever the fuck I said, I don't know, figure it out. Let's go ahead and add a multi-band compressor. We went ahead and messed with the bands, so you guys can go ahead and pull those around however to match it. I'm pretty sure you guys can just match that and be good. Threshold is gonna be at 12 o'clock. Ratio's at 3:1. Oops. Attack at 90, release at 90, and the gain at 12.6. Mix all the way up. That nice crispness to it with that multi-band, okay? Next, we're gonna go ahead and add a hyper dimension, okay? Mix side, don't worry about it, turn everything down. Dimension just a little bit at 48%, adding a little bit of width to that bass. Beautiful. And then lastly, we're gonna add another filter, because whenever you add a filter like so, and you add some compression or some distortion, you kind of lose that filtery sound. So we're bringing back a new filter by using the EQ. So make sure that you're set to a notch right here on this side of the EQ with the frequency set to 251, the Q at 30 toots, and the gain at 5.2. And then on the right side, you're gonna make sure you're gonna go ahead and do this, this high cut. What the fuck is this? Low pass, high pass. They're all the same, bro.
It's all the same.
It's confusing as fuck. Frequency at 56, Q at 59, and gain at 0. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this envelope on the frequency on the right side, and we're gonna have it go all the way up. Make sure that goes to 83. Okay, so pull it down just a smidge. Okay, now that that's good, let's go ahead and also put an envelope on the Q. Same thing with kind of the resonance. What we're doing here is we're dialing it back as we go. So -22 for this side right here. It kind of controls that
Q.
Yeah, it kind of controls the resonance sound, so you can dial it in a little bit more because sometimes it's too much. So yeah, that's pretty good right there. Now let's go ahead and jump into the processing, but first let's hear how it's sounding in the mix. Not bad at all, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
cool.
man.
And as you can see, all these drums are so sick, man. I mean, all the stuff that's going to be in the bonuses for the Mid-Tempo Volume 2 pre-sale, link in the description down below if you want to go ahead and get those. Ooh. All this. Ooh. A lot of really, really cool sounds in this, of course. So let's go ahead and jump back into the processing. So for the processing, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be ahead and adding just a little bit of processing, nothing too much. We have a designated sub here. So we're just gonna start with a little bit of EQ. We're just gonna pull a notch up on that little resonance at 1.04 and just a little bit of low end boost.
Defines it.
Yeah,
it defines it a lot more.
Exactly. Then we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of OTT. Just pull some mids and some lows up. Set the time to 1,000, 3.38 for the output, and the amount at 48%. Because we don't want to lose that analog feeling. So sometimes if you over compress it, you kind of lose that sort of analog vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we have a EQ with, I believe this is just a low cut because we have a sub in here as well. So our sub is kind of just doing this. And then with our bass, and then lastly, we're gonna just go ahead and add a little bit of reverb, not too much, just a tiny bit, just to add a little bit of room. You can see the filter here. We have a very, very nice raindrop titty with a very strange areola placement right here. So go ahead and match that areola right there.
Yep.
Nip is usually down here somewhere, I believe. I've never seen one before.
Yeah, that's
Decay time at 1.20 and dry wet at 10%. Beautiful. And as you can see, all these other sounds are so cool. This part is also my favorite.
That's the Ferrari clave, dude.
Love the clave.
You love the clave.
Kind of made that an interesting way. If you guys want to see a video on that too as well, let us know. Again, guys, Mid-Tempo Volume 2, if you guys want to go ahead and get all the sounds in this remake, as well as the presets and tons of other Signature Series sounds, 1788, Abstract,
Death Pact,
ton of different artists that we got. Definitely go and make sure you guys sign up for the early access list. You're going to be able to purchase the pack early and you're going to get all the bonuses like we said. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you can, smash the like button. YouTube says it's statistically impossible for you to smash the like button with your left testicle. Let's prove them wrong.
Hit that notification bell, maybe.
Hit that notification bell with your nip.
You know? Give us some love. Drop some comments.
Throw a labia on there.
Yeah, maybe if you want.
Maybe don't put that in there.
No.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Let's play this out. What do you say?
Play it out.
Bleed out these beats, get these bitches on their knees. That's my feedback. Fresh talk to 'em.